Why?
What Islam is the best way, in my opinion. Like you got these other religions saying, "Oh, the only way you get into heaven is you got to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior," or this and that. And we don't say, you know, you ain't getting to paradise if you don't accept Islam. But we say Islam is the best way for you to get to paradise. You Islam, this way
I
of life.
gotta ask you, can you say that again? Because shirk is unforgivable in Islam. But go ahead. Can you say that to me again?
Islam is the best way. Like
Okay.
for you to I'm saying it's better. Like it's been proven. It's like in a thing that I got with a lot of people, especially these Afrocentric people. They praise Malcolm X so much, but discredit the religion that made him who he is. I say that's a contradictory right there.
Mm-hmm.
I say Malcolm is one of the reasons why I chose Islam as a way of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
and it's like I got people ask me, man, I ain't never heard nothing bad about you. What is it about you? I'm like, this Islam. I say I can't credit anything that Islam is this. I get at the credit, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But and I done seen the transformation that it done had on people. You know, I ain't never seen nothing transform people better than Islam from a bad way to a good way. Now I'm saying it's, and it's just coming from me, from what I done seen.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to ask you something. You say other religions may, but I give me some clarification. From what my knowledge is, but correct me. It said the shirk is unforgivable once you have the knowledge.
Yeah.
Shirk,
Now,
people that do not know what shirk is. Shirk means what? I'm bowing down to my phone.
Right.
I'm worshiping God. I mean, I'm worshiping Jesus and saying that that's the only, you know what, that's God. So I need you to give me some clarification. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Jesus is not God.
Okay.
You know, he never did say he was that.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, he said he was the opposite. He said he was I'm just a messenger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm the one who sent me.
Mm-hmm.
It was man who made him more than what he really is.
Mm-hmm.
He got people worshiping him instead of the creator.
You know, man, I'm looking at the numbers. There are people watching, but they're not leaving nothing in the chat room and they're not calling. And you know what that means? They're listening intensely to your content of the information that you're disseminating. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
Right. And I ask Allah for forgiveness for anything I said that's misleading or wrong or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Islam, man, a lot of people, they just don't, is the disciplinary things, you know. Like I tell people, I'm like, Allah only for, like, man, we can't have fun, this and that. I say, this is for your own benefit, though. You know what I'm saying? Your own benefit, your own health benefit. Like, I can't give up this bacon, man. I'm like,
no, man.
If you got high blood pressure, you should, and it'll make you feel better.
Can't give up this damn pork chop, and brother, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I used to love pork chops.
Yeah, the only thing pork that I really liked was bacon. Mm-hmm. I wasn't no big fan of, or like byproducts like bologna or something like that.
But is there not something, you know what, brother, put something in here, VUN.rent. I don't know what that means, but you know what, you're free to put what you want in this chat room. I ain't gonna censor you like some.
Right.
But you know what, is there not something in the Bible that said that you should not eat animals with hooves, if I'm saying it correctly?
Yeah. The book of Leviticus, the book of Leviticus speak upon that. The foods that you should stay away from. Yeah. So
damn, this stretching into a 2-hour show. I didn't.
Well, you know, I got on late. My apologies. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, it's okay, because you know what? We're doing this for the sake of Allah.
Yes,
And
sir.
you know, and I would like to ask you something. I'm gonna get back to Christmas at the end. I would like to ask you that Islam is under attack
Yeah. Uh-huh.
vigorously. Okay, vigorously. When you look at The Simpsons as a cartoon, they make fun of Muslim people by saying, "Beware of the bearded ones. Beware of the bearded ones." Charlie Hasbro, where they made a picture of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that erased the Islamic community, and they made a book called Satanic Rituals.
Yeah.
With that man, they still trying to get him. I don't have nothing to say. But I would like to ask you, why is Islam vigorously being attacked?
Well,
And we pray 5 times a day. We believe in Ramadan. We believe in one God. And we believe in paying zakat. Why are we being attacked? Why does the COINTELPRO still exist, where Islamic groups have been infiltrated by agents that they train in New York to destabilize the growth of Islam? Why? You're the expert. Explain it to me.
well, eventually, they ain't gonna have no choice, but Islam gonna eventually just take over anyway. And see, that's one of the problems.
Do peace. Okay.
Like,
Do peace.
yeah. It's just natural. It's just going naturally. Ain't no, like, you ain't got to force nobody. Eventually, they gonna gravitate to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why they don't like it, because see, particularly in America,
Yeah.
America being a capitalistic society, and you got certain people, you know what I'm saying, want to hoard all the money, you know what I'm saying, charge interest in that. That's haram in Islam, you know, and that'll take away from a lot of these people who got this money, these banks is charging this crazy interest for loans and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They like, shoot, if the Sharia come in, no more interest on his money. See, it was one point in time I told this man, I'm like, in Islam is no interest on the loan. It was like, well, how do they make money? I say, see, that ain't the point of the loan. In Islam, we give you the loan for you to purchase what you want, and you just give us back what we loaned you. Like, if I ask you for $20, you're not finna ask me to, oh man, you got to give me 30 back.
The loan shark.
Right. You just like, all right. And see, that's how in Islam, that's how we look at it. But see, in America, they ain't no. We about money. And see, they know the rise of Islam, which is gonna happen anyway, and they seeing this happening. That's why they want to, and the public media want to make Islam as this radical, crazy religion. And just because you got a couple of radical people who call themselves Muslims but don't practice Islam, do outrageous type of things. Oh, see, look at the Muslims. Look what they doing. They blowing themselves up, killing people, doing this and that, right? When people get confused, they get the Muslim confused with Islam. See, Islam is the perfect way. We Muslims, we're not perfect, but we got instructions that are perfect for us to follow. Now it's on us to follow it, and everybody don't follow it, the instructions the proper way.
You know? And you know, brother, going into something else, you said, "Damn, this turning into a 2-hour interview." I'm just like that when it comes to Islam. I can't help. My question, you know what? Please educate me. What I want to know, why is it when an imam, equivalent of a preacher in a church, is presented with the question, what type of governmental system do you want to see? And they say, we want the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. But that is not what we are taught. The rank and file understand that the Sharia law, Islamic law, under the right principles, is the best for the society. But they waffle in front of the news media. Help me to understand. If I'm wrong, let me know, brother.
Yeah, they don't speak about a theocracy way of living, and that's because, like in America, they subjugated to certain things if they speak that way. You know, you might lose some type of privilege that you might have in the United States, money or whatever. You know, so
what I'm asking you is, why does the imam dance around the question when they are presented it's presented by news media to get along? I'm asking you to give me some clarity to help me to understand, damn it, because it's mind-boggling to me. And you the expert.
Well, the only thing I can say is it's some type of privilege that they getting from this, like, because they know the truth. At least I'm assuming they know the truth. They're an imam, so it's like, and you know, but in this society, in order for you to maneuver around and get certain things, certain times you just got to be like, you got to go along to get along. You know,
so that's what they're doing. So the hell with the Sharia law. The hell with it. I want to be a good Democrat. I want to be a good Muslim. No, I don't even want to mention the Sharia. I see them run away, brother. They run away. No, we believe in it. And you know what? And I was interested in knowing what was your take back on it, because that is not what the rank and file believes. They don't believe that. You know? They don't believe that.
No.
You know? They don't believe that. And you know, the enemy is watching, but you know what? But we ain't doing nothing against the law anyway.
No.
Okay. Well, you know, when we talk about the COINTELPRO, and you know, I must name this masjid, and you might have heard of Masjid AL-FROOQ on 91st in Chicago.
I heard of it.
91st and Stony Island. They take pictures sometimes of people walking inside of the mosque. And that's our agents. Wow. What have we done, brother? Please help me to understand. I said they take pictures. I want the enemy to hear this, that we're aware of this, of us while we're walking inside of the mosque, of people that are going to worship, to pray on Jumu'ah, which is a holy day. Why? What have we done, brother?
Well, we ain't did nothing. It's the religion that they scared of, but they want to keep a contact on who following this way of life, who following this religion. So we could see, we could build up. All right, who is this going up in this masjid on Friday, every Friday? Who is these people going up in there every Friday? So we can be like, all right, and they might try to label them as something. Yeah. You know? Yeah, this guy, you go through his background, he might have had a shady background before he took Shahada or something like that. It's a shady type of guy right here. He got terrorist type of activities in his background. So now they'll be looking at the masjid as, y'all harbor terrorists here.
You know, and when we talk about the COINTELPRO, I know this because I did my research. They it's a place called the Farm. I think it's around New York. They train people to become imams and to move up the structure of the Islamic organizations to cause disruption. And they may send a message to that person, and it may be writing on the one side, but invisible ink on the other side. Why, bro? What have we done? What have we done? We prayed 5 times a day. What have we done, bro?
We ain't did nothing. You got to think but bear witness. There's no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger. And that alone scares a lot of people right there. You know, and they just know, and it's gonna happen anyway. Once Islam take over, it's over with for this way of life. For them people.
With peace. Because for the enemy out there, with peace, because we're not advocating no violence.
No, this ain't nobody gonna force this way of life gonna transform naturally. It ain't gonna be no force, no fighting or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bow down to the creator. You ain't gonna have no, that's like, I ain't gonna force it. Just like once you just see, dang, this is the only way. And all y'all that's and I'm talking about the upper ups in this government.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they gonna be,
Homeland Security, CIA,
yeah,
FBI, and all these people. They can't stop the growth. But go ahead,
right.
brother.
It's just like with these natural disasters that's happening. It's like, man, we can't do nothing to stop this from happening and this and that. It's like that's Allah letting you know, man, you're gonna have to bear witness to what I am,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Mm-hmm.
don't, it's just like you're gonna lose.
Okay.
Ain't no humans gonna do nothing to you.
No, no, no. So you know what? I feel so sorry. And you know what? I'm gonna ask see if you agree or disagree with this because I'm interviewing you. I commend President Biden for withdrawing from Afghanistan and letting Muslims come to the United States of America. I commend them for that because they started out with something Afghanistan was evil, but it turned good because they're letting more Muslims come into the United States from Afghanistan. And the Taliban is taking their rightful place. And Joe Biden, I ain't supposed to clap. He's all right with me. What is your view about that? You prefer not to discuss that?
You know, I really I don't say discuss it. I'm like, because that situation of Afghanistan should have been that should have been over with a long time ago. So, but I see what you're saying. That Joe Biden is like, okay, we're moving these troops out of here. You give him a little credit for that. But I'm like, I that's something I'm because Muslims need to run their own country. You know, you invaders been over there for
Real. Yeah.
They need to get up out of here.
But would you accentuate that as a positive?
Yeah.
That more Islamic people are coming to the United States where they can come and with their ways in their Islam to germinate seeds that may blossom to help to bring Islam about and peacefully in the United States of America.
Now, what I'm gonna say probably finna ruffle some feathers, maybe not. But now you got a lot of these foreigners, Arabs, Pakistanis, and whatnot coming here that be so-called Muslims coming to black neighborhoods, selling pork, selling alcohol, doing all this type of stuff, downgrading black people. And see, I don't like that. You know, and see, that's a problem I got with some of these foreigners. Especially,
would you say that goes for the majority of them, or just a segment of the population?
I don't know. I can't say the majority, but a lot that I've seen, you know, they instead of trying to give down to the brothers and sisters like how you doing another black, they down us, you know. How bad there's a lot of bad stuff I see these foreigners doing to black, and I'm like, man, so a lot of them, I'm like, man, I say, because y'all come over there, man, and take advantage of things, you know, black people in particular. You know? I don't really like to you know, be on a race type of thing because that ain't in Islam. You got some Muslims that look down on black people, even black Muslims.
You have some Muslims that look down on Muslims now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you about a certain imam. I'm going to tell you that offline because you know what? That's not the place to discuss that. They fit. Let me put it this way: some Muslims that come from a different nation, they think they're better and they embrace their people with a smile and assalamu alaikum. And then when you come, it's like assalamu alaikum.
Right.
I'm not gonna call no names because you know what?
Some of these Arabs and Pakistanis don't even acknowledge black Muslims as real Muslims.
You know what? But you did not. But going to what you're saying, did not Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that we would be divided amongst sects, and at some point Muslims will come together during the Ummah. Did not Prophet Muhammad say that?
Yeah, that's was a hadith. Okay. But like I say, but as of right now, I see a lot of these foreigners coming over here, man, and I don't care too much for them, you know.
Okay. Okay.
The foreign Muslims that you say that the ones that's coming over here from Afghanistan, like, and I'm not saying them in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking about, you know, foreigners from Muslim countries that come over here, set up their liquor stores.
They're wrong. It's wrong.
And they doing a lot of, you know, and how they treat us, you know, like you say, they treat us like we nothing.
They're wrong. It's wrong. But like I said, but you know something that I understand, even with, I hate to say the nation, even with the nation, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that we would be divided among sects and we would be envy, jealousy, and hatred of each other. But in some point, we're going to come together. We're going to come together.
Yeah.
And so I kind of take that, you know, and
see that's like what you just said. The United States government, COINTELPRO, they know that, and they trying to stop that from happening. That, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they keep these divisions in, and when these Arabs come in, these black guys, they nothing.
When you talk about the government, when you talk about Homeland Security, you talk about the CIA, the FBI, do you think that they have the ability to stop the will of Allah?
No.
Why you say that?
No. Allah is, you know the answer to that, but shoot, Allah the Most High. There's nothing higher than Him. For Him to decree anything, He just say be, and it is. You know, and can't no man do that. So.
So what are you saying? Even though they're doing everything in their power with the media, dropping bombs on the Islamic nations, putting out disinformation and everything, they cannot stop the will of Allah?
No, sir. No, sir. It's not gonna happen.
I just wanted to bring it, brother. Go ahead.
That's not gonna happen. Like I said, we gonna prevail. Like you say, they planning, Allah planning, and He's the best of planning. So, like, it's nothing they could try to do or plan or whatever that can outdo Allah Ta'ala. You know, so it's just not gonna happen. No matter what, you know.
Now, we're going to wrap it on up in a minute, and you know what? Can you give us a wrap up about celebrate Christmas, Xmas, and they have a right to celebrate what they want to celebrate, but why Muslims do not celebrate and partake in this paganistic ritual?
Well, you just said it. It's a paganism. It's paganism, and that's haram in Islam. You can't worship nothing other than Allah. Once you do that, then you in Shrek. You know. So that's like Christmas is like I don't want to say an abomination, but you going against God basically, like.
And you know what? Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
So many words, and like you say, my Christian family, they celebrate Christmas, and look, Allah the last judge of all us. So I'm not judging you. I'm not telling you going to the hellfire because you celebrate Christmas. I ain't got no authority over that. I'm just going off the knowledge that I know. That I'm trying to make it to paradise, right? So I'm trying to do all the things and like celebrating Christmas, and I say that ain't nothing that's gonna get me to paradise. So it ain't no need for me to do it. It's like I'm doing things to try to get to Jannah, you know. So
people that don't know what Jannah is heaven. But go ahead.
Right. So I'm trying to get there. So I'm trying to do things that's gonna help me get there, and celebrating Christmas is not one of them, you know.
And you know what? We want you to share this. And you know what? I got two more things. You know what? Give information about how people can join the Flaming Crescent Society. Once you send me the link, it'll be in the description, please.
Yeah. Let me get my information out right quick.
Okay. He's getting his information, and like I said, people, y'all celebrate what you want to. You know that's your right, because you know in Islam, there's no compulsion, and people that don't know what compulsion means is cannot force you
Right. You can't
anything. But I'm just giving
can't force you to do nothing. We can't force you
Mhm.
to do nothing.
So giving you the information about Islam and why we don't celebrate. Again, I'm not going to say what year this is, because I want it to remain relevant. You know what I mean? I want it to remain relevant, where they could sit back, say, "Oh, that's why that brother. That's why y'all think the way you want to." And we have, he answered the best of our ability, and the good that came from us came from Allah, and the bad that came from us came from ourselves. So, but
as of right now, because they said fine, I brought the wrong stuff. But if anybody of you on Facebook, we got a Facebook page, the Flaming Crescent Society. You can go on Facebook, Flaming Crescent Society, and follow the Flaming Crescent Society. Or and you can get all the information you need about joining and supporting the Flaming Crescent Society if you're on Facebook. And like right now, since this pandemic, we haven't really been able to get out. We usually have monthly meetings discussing about what's going on in the world and things like that. And we have an annual tribute to Malcolm X in February on the day of his assassination, anywhere around there. Brother Salim, he do an excellent job putting that program together. Excellent. He's been doing it for years. And if we don't, last year he did it Zoom. He did like a Zoom or a Facebook Live. It's beautiful, So and we out in the community, giving dawah, helping people out, spreading the knowledge of Islam, and trying to help young people get on the right path. And that's what we do. That's what the Flaming Crescent Society main purpose is: the remembrance of Malcolm X and teaching people about Islam and uplifting the Black community. That's what we're about. And Brother Salim been doing this for a while, and I support the brother in anything he do. And he asked me for anything. If I'm capable, I'm going. And with you, likewise, you the same way.
Yeah, I just be so jammed up, but I do what I can on my, because but you gotta give me the word. It ain't no problem.
Right. And, me, I got a YouTube page. I really don't use that much. I'll be on Facebook, so anybody want to friend me, Tyrone Perry on Facebook, and at Andreas 328 on Twitter.
Okay, and you know what? Once he sends me that Facebook page, I'm going to put that in the bottom in the description. There ain't no selfish brother. We got to share.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got to share. We got to share. Allah only put me here for a minute.
Yeah, we only here for a while. So
and you know what? And you know what? I always ask my guests at the end of the show. I have been asking you questions now for 1 hour and 52 minutes. I've been asking you questions. Is there a particular message that you want to put out to the people? Because I'm sure there's something that you want to say that I didn't give you the opportunity to say by conveying a message to the people.
Yeah, we need more love and less hate in this world. Just treat a person like you would want to be treated. Not how they treat you, but how you would want to be treated by them. It's choices in this world that we living in. You make choices. Some of us make bad choices. Some of us make right choices. And you try to do as much right as you can. Like this dunya we living in is so much corruption to make you want to do bad. You just got to have the discipline and and ain't none of us perfect. That's why we pray and ask for forgiveness for the wrongs that we do. I just try to do as least wrong as I can and more right. It's just like the word Islam literally means peace. Ain't no war. I ain't got no war with nobody. These young brothers, I want to just tell them, hey, if it's something that you're going through that's got some of y'all, like I see a lot of young brothers doing carjackings and stuff like that. And I don't know what's making you do that. You having problems at home or whatever, Try to find somewhere where you could go to get some type of help. Don't feel the shame. We all need help in certain situations, you know. I know a lot of young brothers, they're around their peers and don't want to feel embarrassed to say, yo, I'm in a bad situation. You know, go, you know, come to the Flaming Crescent Society. We can help you out, you know. And that's what I want to say, man. We just need more love in this world, man.
You have any message for individuals that are locked down inside in the industrial prison complex?
Oh yeah, I know some.
Give them some words of encouragement and the sisters.
Yeah. I know some brothers that's behind a brick.
Where they at?
He's one in Cook County right now, and then one is he was in Stateville. I don't know if they moved him or not. So, but yeah, I can just tell them keep your head up, man, and you know, you just got to bear through this. You know, whatever you in there for, if you got an outdate, you just got to keep your head, nose clean, and hopefully you get up out of that jam. You know. And some of the brothers I know in there, they Muslim, so they know what's going on, you know. So,
you know what, man? You know what? And I think this is gonna be the last question. I would like to know. Can you say something about your mother and your father and how they have influenced you into being a great individual that you are? Your mother and your father. You might want to say their names. You might not want to say their names.
Yeah. All right. Both of my father, James Wells Jr., he just passed on the 28th December of last year. Well, the 27th, the 27th. Yeah, and my mother, Cora May Perry, she passed about 14, 15 years ago. My parents, and see, all I ever knew, and I grew up with my mother and father in my house my whole life. Like, I never known nothing no different than that. Like, and a lot of people, like friends of mine, they didn't know who their father was, and you know, things like that. And I'm like, see, I didn't grow up like, I grew up in a loving household, you know. It was a lot of love in my house, you know. And like one thing about my mother, what she did that I love her so much for, she never pushed me to go to church like she did my older siblings. Like she didn't push me. She like, you do what you do, you know. She was real hard on them. She was strict when needed to be, you know, but she was fair. You know, and my father was too, you know. So
what was his name?
James Wells.
Okay, all praises to Allah. And you might want to say your brothers and sisters' names because I know they played an integral part in your
All right, I'm gonna say their names. I don't know if they're gonna like this or not because I got one on where I'm at now. But anyway, like my oldest brother is Eugene Perry. He did 20 years in the military, the Army. And he doing all my brothers, oldest brother Eugene, then I got my oldest sister Minnie. She worked for Allstate Insurance for 38 years before she retired.
Beautiful.
Then I got my sister Maple, the house, the one that you seen. Her.
Thank you, Maple, for getting them on now.
My sisters, man, I can't say enough about my sisters. It ain't no words in the dictionary that I could use to describe. You're welcome. I said it ain't no words in the dictionary that I can just use to describe how I feel about both of my sisters because man, they just
you making me think about the song "We Are Family." I got all my brothers and sisters in me.
I do, man. I do. And then like I got my other brother, my brother Robert. Man, them used to jam real tight. You older, and they all older than me. I'm the youngest. Then I got my brother Larry. He was in the military. He lived over in Europe for like 20, 30 years. He back and he probably gonna
Hold on, I'm doing an interview, darling. All right. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
He probably gonna because he didn't agree with the United States way of policies. He really like
he took the stance Muhammad Ali took, which was the right stance.
Yeah, and I got another one of my brothers too. He got a mental disability that he lived with me and I helped take care of.
Praise to Allah.
Then I got my brother Roy. May the Most High be pleased with him. He passed away. That's my brother that I patterned my life after.
Oh,
growing
praise
up,
Allah.
you know. And then I got my ace boom coon, my brother Elvis, that me and him the two youngest, and we like, you know what I'm saying? How my mother used to say, two peas in a pod, you know.
Tight, good, bro.
Whatever his is mine, and whatever mine's is his.
Oh, praises to Allah. Oh,
You know.
praise Allah.
And that's how
And you know what?
that's how my
A lot.
parents want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they want it to be.
Mm-hmm. And you know, you know what? Because you know what, his mother and his father and his siblings, they played an integral part in his life, and I just wanted him to bring that up. You know,
Yeah,
and that's important.
right.
And
They don't like you know, a lot of people that when they revert to Islam, their families sort of like reject them sometimes.
mm-hmm.
You know, my family didn't have no problem, you know.
Praise be to Allah. Praise
You know,
be to Allah.
I'm like, I ain't gonna force y'all. But I'm like, this is the best way. If not, y'all, you know, you want to take the shahada, that's good. But if not, it's just the
No
love is still the same.
No compulsion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you know what, I'm gonna give myself a little commercial. Hey, you know what? To people that first of all, Shukran mean thank you for brother Tyrone, for coming on Underground Railroad television. I mean, I'm saying television show. Damn, I mean internet show.
Right.
I do a show that comes on tonight at 10:30 on Saturdays on Channel 19
Right.
in Can Television. But like I say, I ask people if you could send a donation to help me out to develop this platform, because these are the type of shows that I want to do. And even if you can't, you can say a prayer for me, a salat for me, you know. And I know no matter who you know what, I will only get what Allah wants me to have. And if
Right.
Allah doesn't want me to have anything, that's sufficient. That's sufficient. But they say, but you have not because you ask not. Okay. And we do video production in Chicago. We make television shows. And Minister Ben Willis, I produce his show, and Big Mama. But I don't want y'all to think I'm bragging. I'm just giving you a resume of what I'm doing. Okay. So I would like to produce more shows. And we do video editing. But the description I'm pointing down would be down below. But Brother Tyrone is a supporter. And I want to, you know what, thank you, brother. I say it humbly, not thinking more of myself than what I am. You know what, for you disseminating information and inviting people to Islam. Because you know what, no matter who I have, what shows I do, Islam is going to be mentioned. It is.
Yes, sir.
It is.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
because I'm a Muslim. I believe in the Sharia law. You know what? I believe that CIA, FBI, Homeland Security, and the news media attacks Islam. But you know what? But they plan. But Allah plans. And Allah is the best planner. And I know they laughing in heaven. They laughing like a little bit right now. But it's okay. You know what? But they plan. We plan. We know about the Illuminati, the skull and bones, and all this.
Right.
But the thing is, to all these groups that are in variance with Islam, a brother named Shimshai told me something once. He's with the Hebrew Israelite from Ben Amin. Their group was in Israel. He said, they plan. He said, we know about them. But after it's all said and done, I'm going to say it 2 times. The Lord above is in control.
Yes, sir.
After it's all said and done, the Lord above is in control. So you don't have the power to stop Gabriel from blowing the horn on the day of Yom Kippur. So your money, your car, your fame, your big house, that ain't gonna make no difference anyway.
Oh, they can't save you.
The mosques that you have infiltrated with imams to destabilize Islam. Okay, the bombs that you have dropped on Islamic nations, China, oppressing Muslim people. You know what? You cannot. And it's not going to be done with war. You can't say I say anything about war and things. You cannot stop the growth in the development of this deen. You know what a brother told me? I'm I'm gonna hold on to this dean if I got to bite the back of the bark of the tree. Trust a representing tree. So the enemy, you cannot, but I'm not advocating no violence. None. You can't get me. I don't get authentic.
Right.
So you know what, brother? I've been running my mouth for.
Yep.
Well, brother, I just want, and Minister Ben, hey, that's the man, you know. And brother Salim, hey man, join his organization. Join the organization. You know. And Malcolm, and we can't mention Malcolm X without mentioning Betty Shabazz.
Yes.
Was a magnificent lady, and you know what, their daughter just died.
Yep.
We cannot mention Malcolm without mentioning Betty.
Right. I visited their grave site a couple of years ago.
Where's it at?
It's in Hampstead, New York, upstate. It's about 45-minute train ride from New York City.
Alhamdulillah. But I just want the enemy to know. You know, don't be under no illusion that some enemy ain't looking at this, brother.
Right.
But you know what? You cannot stop the growth and development of Islam. You cannot.
No. It's good. You're wasting your time.
And we talking about with peace. We ain't talking about strapping nothing on ourselves. We ain't talking about that.
That ain't Islam. That's
we know that there's no compulsion in Islam. And regardless to what imams give out information about, we want democracy. We want the Republican Party. That is not what the Quran teaches. It says under the right circumstances. And once the scholars get together, the Sharia, which is a Sharia law, Islamic law, is the best thing for the people.
Done fairly.
So I hope I didn't say that wrong.
No, hey, now you say this your show, you can do it.
You know. So the imam may say one thing, and I laugh about it, but the rank and file don't feel that way. I just want the enemy to know that.
Right.
I want the enemy to know that. And like I say, man, these shows are being monitored. But like I said, you know what a brother told me? We ain't inciting nothing. We don't do nothing against the law anyway.
They can't do nothing to us what they done already did. I done been locked up before. I done been in bed. So I'm like,
so Islam is spreading. And you know what? All praises to the law, and this is the best deen. But people don't want to work. You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
In terms of your religion, because I say that but it's going to be implemented with peace,
right,
and love.
That's it.
Justice and equality. Okay, brother, that's all. You got anything else you want to say? And support us.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all support Clifton, his TV show every Saturday night. Y'all support that, in his YouTube Live. He be on YouTube Live a lot. I be checking you out, man. You be doing your thing.
I know. I've been meaning, you know what, and it just eluded me because I've been meaning to get you on for a long time, but I guess it just wasn't time. But Allah knows what's best. And you know what, I've been meaning to get you on, say that humbly, for a long time. But it wasn't my time, it was Allah's time.
Yes, God. It almost, man, I just thank my sister so much, man, for getting me hooked up on here. And man, trust me. We started right after you. I got off the phone with you. We started trying to, I wouldn't log on, and we finally got it.
Well, that was the enemy, brother. That was the enemy. Brother Leonard, hey, brother Yah. But you know what? That was the enemy. They planned, but Allah plans. They control this internet. They control YouTube. But you know what? But Allah controls everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all, man. You know, I talk so much, brother.
Yeah, we'll be on there for another 2 hours. You feel what I'm saying?
I could run it on about Islam.
Yeah.
But I do want people to understand that I'm not an expert, and I have to tell people I'm not a scholar. I don't even read Arabic. I don't read Arabic, and I know little Arabic. But you know what? But I have the ability to talk to the people like me that in their language.
Right.
I use a yeah, and I heard that, and I talk to them in their language that
Right.
they understand. And I use a yeah, and yeah, man, I heard that. But you know what? People on the streets understand what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, so but I ain't no expert. I ain't even
No,
close.
me either. I'm far from it.
No, but I want to tell the enemy out there with peace, Islam is coming.
Yeah.
And you know what? With peace. And there's nothing that you can do to prevent the growth and the development of Islam in the United States of the world. And Joe Biden, thank you. Thank you for letting Muslims from Afghanistan come to the United States. And giving them a sanctuary city. Y'all turned into believers in sanctuary city. Damn it, give them the money.
Yeah.
And the rightful people have taken back over Afghanistan. And we talk about Obama, what he did in Libya to Muammar Gaddafi. I'm throwing off into the show. I'm in variance with that. I'm in variance.
Yeah.
I'm in variance with George Bush saying that we're weapons of mass destruction. But see, man, I guess that's why I got this show. I like to talk about a lot of things.
Yeah. We have to do it on another time. Catch up with you on another demonstration.
All right, man. I'm gonna give you Jazakallah, which means thank you, brother.
Likewise, Aki.
And assalamu alaikum, and thank you to your big sister back there for doing what she did to help us to disseminate information by getting you through to talk about why Muslims do not celebrate Christmas.
Right.
Shukran, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Sapata with the cut.
Alhamdulillah.